divide and this curtain. And we're allowing people to see us in our most vulnerable, isolated, hurt, scared states. And I think that there's something really empowering. I try to look for the power in everything rather than the loss or what's gone, but what's now here that wouldn't be without the sequence of events that, not just in the pandemic, but in life we face. We face things that weren't in our plans, but they might have been in our cards in a more destined and fateful kind of way. And sometimes we don't know what's best for us or what is going to teach us the most, and honestly what teaches us the most is usually so painful that we would never self-inflict that type of forceful growth, but it happens. And so we all experience that together, not just as a country, but as this world. And one thing that I wanted to say, because I think that as a performer, sometimes you don't want to let go of that illusion, because in some way, a character, much like my TV show that I was on for 10 years, I think everybody has a Hannah Montana that protects them in some way. Some people express that separate identity in the form of my favorite kind, which is drag. Which I like to think of myself as an overglorified and paid drag queen. But that's besides the point. What I wanted to say to you was, a couple songs ago, the lights were off, and I went back to Stacy, who's known me since I was 12. We've been in this band together since I was 12 years old. And I said, you know, I feel like I'm gonna have a panic attack. And that's because, no, bitch, that looks too good. I ain't going anywhere. But I'm just gonna tell you about the experience. And the experience was because, like everyone else for the last year and a half, I've been locked away and isolated. And it is very stunning to be back in a place that used to feel like second nature. Being on stage used to feel like being at home. And it doesn't anymore because of how much time I spent at home, locked away, and this is very drastic. So for myself, and just like each one of you, being a part of a pandemic was startling and terrifying, and coming out of it is also slightly terrifying. So I just wanted to be honest with how I'm feeling, because I think by being honest about that, then it makes me less afraid, because we all experience this shit together. And my last thing, not giving some big speech, but the last thing I did want to say, but while giving some big speech, while I'm not, but I am, the contradiction never stops, is that knowing all of you, I don't know how many thousands of people are here right now, but knowing that you're all here, instead of scaring me more, it provided me with comfort, because we've been doing this shit a long time, me and you. And if I was a new artist and I didn't know that the relationship was there and how strong it is, and the loyalty that all of you all have shown me over the last 15 years, I would probably be fucking terrified to have come out of being isolated to being in front of thousands of people, but knowing that those thousands of people are you makes me way less terrified. So that's just the tea for the evening, that I'm kind of fucking getting used to being back on stage and performing for you, but there's nowhere else I'd rather be, and that's outside of my comfort zone. So this song is about another experience in my life that pushed me to grow at a pace that was slightly unnatural at the time, but fucking worth it. It pushed me to make changes in my life. It took things away I never would have released myself. And this song is called Malibu.